Let me put this mic over here so that you can hear me clearly. So we got Kyle Rittenhouse's trial. We got a juror on the trial dismissed for telling a joke about police shooting to Jacob Blake. You know, that's like the black man that got shot when he was out there shooting people. We'll be right back on the Keep It P podcast.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, TZ Vaughn Savage and Jay Lava is in a fucking building with the Keep It P podcast, motherfucker.
Vaughn Savage and Jay Lava on the new podcast. They Keep It P podcast where they take news, situations, and everyday occurrences and show how one could or could not be keeping it P.
I keep it P. As a matter of fact, keep it P, but then again, keep it PG-PE. Alright, it's Professor Griff. I'm out of here.
Oh, yeah. It is the Flyest podcast in the land. Say it with your chest, boy. All right. I'm up in here. Let me see your face. All right. This is the Keep It P podcast. We take the news, situations, everyday occurrences, and indeed we show how one could have and could not have been keeping it P. Not trying to tell you what to think, trying to show you how to think. That's the reason why I bust down the articles the way I do. And what I need you to do is if this is your first time watching this program, go ahead and hit that like button, because that helps with the algorithms to get the message out, even though they don't share it anyway. Also, I want you to hit the subscribe button, and there's like a bell right there by the subscribe button. Hit that bell for notifications so that you can be alerted each and every time I decide to go live. And back on the Kyle files, more news from so-called white supremacist little darling Kyle Rittenhouse. So let me pull Cuz up on the Summer Jam screen. Boom. Actually, no, that ain't even a picture of him. Hold on, let me see if they got a picture of him in the article somewhere. I think that's Cuz lawyer right there. That was on the BS. But let me go ahead and read this for you real quick, because they already starting out with the shenanigans in this whole case. So I guess I could be the one to bust it down for you. But it goes on to say a juror was dismissed in the Kyle Rittenhouse homicide trial during the morning after he was took as a joke to the deputies earlier this week about a police shooting about Jacob Blake. Now, first of all, the incident occurred while a male juror made a joke about the shooting while being escorted to his car. Judge Bruce Schroeder said, "I'm going to summarize what I remember. What I was told," Schroeder said. He was telling a joke. He told the officer. He made a reference about telling a joke about why it takes 7 shots to shoot Jacob Blake, something to that effect. So basically, it was one of his little funny little white supremacist jokes that he tried to pass off to see if he had another person on code. But obviously, this person that was on code spilled the beans, pretty much. Hold on real quick. All right, and then it says Kenosha Assistant Attorney, District Attorney Thomas Binger took particular issue with this incident. The joke is in bad taste, and there's a plethora of bad jokes out there, even ones that have to do with this, and this is one of them. But I think the rest of the joke is where suggests some sort of racial bias, which I think comes into play, he said. The judge called in the juror in the court for questioning. The juror affirmed he told the joke but declined to repeat it. So why you decline to repeat it? Because you're a coward? You're a little puss? Because y'all always throwing rocks and hiding your hands? Is that what we got going on here? The judge called the juror in the court. He declined to repeat it. The juror, a middle-aged man, looking and fumbling to hold on to a portrait microphone and speaking through a multicolored face mask, according to the pool report in the court. My feeling is it has nothing to do with the case. It has nothing to do with Kyle and his charges, the juror told the judge. Both the defense and the prosecutor agreed to dismiss the juror and said that the judge saw that the judge abolished him for doing so. It was clear that it was apparent bias to represent what seriously undermines the outcome of the case. Now notice here, since we got little Kyle Rittenhouse on trial, the slightest little inclination of somebody not doing something that they want, they gotta go, right? So even with the joke that the dude made, which was derogatory towards the black dude, they talking about it has some sort of kind of biased. And it almost sounds like he would have been on Kyle Rittenhouse's side. But I think the defense was saying that he needed to go, and they agreed with it because obviously that would have been a one-up for Kyle because he was already on this white supremacist shit. It goes on to say, the juror dismissal leaves a panel of 19 jurors made up of 11 women and 8 men. The number will be narrowed to 12 once deliberation begins, according to the judge. The jury was selected in a single day without the use of any preliminary questionnaires. Dismissal came amid the first week of testimony in Rittenhouse homicide trial in Kenosha. At the time, he killed 2 men, wounding another during a violent unrest after the police shot Blake, a 29-year-old black man, 7 times. Blake was left paralyzed, by the way. He didn't die, but I'm curious to see how that's going to turn out too. But Blake's uncle said that Thursday his family is disturbed and disgusted by the reports of dismissal of the jury joke. The jury's mentality shows his bias and callousness, and he would be nowhere near the jury case, Blake told. Rittenhouse, now 18, has pled not guilty to 7 charges, including first-degree murder, first-degree intentional homicide, first-degree reckless homicide, first-degree attempted intentional homicide. His attorney says he acted in self-defense, and we all know that's not the truth because we all saw the video, and we seen Cuz pretty much just getting at people and blopping everybody in sight. Rittenhouse fired a AR-15 weapon 8 times in all during the unrest. Why do they keep saying unrest? See, they trying to paint the victims. See, the victims are white, right? So they don't want to paint them as thugs and use that kind of narrative. So they paint it as unrest. And just so y'all know, Rosenbaum and Harbor were 26 and they were killed. And then a guy named Grosskreutz, 27, was wounded. Witnesses say they did not see a gun in the victim's hand, of course, because I didn't see one either. He just started shooting. This is a long splaining ass article with a whole bunch of paragraphs because they want to set the mood and set the tone for the type of mail that they're going to be slathering all on this joint. But it says, other videos that night from a variety perspective show what happened next to Rittenhouse ran from the shooting and people began to chase him, yelling he just shot someone. Rittenhouse then fell to the ground and 3 people confronted him. Rittenhouse fatally shot Huber, shot Grugaz in the arm, the video shows. They're gonna do whatever they can do to try to explain for little dude, because this is so black people, let me tell y'all, we don't have a dog in this fight, right? Basically we looking at so-called white supremacy eat itself from the inside out, because you know they're gonna try to do all type of twists and turns and backbends on how to get this dude off, simply because he shot and killed some other white people who were off code. And when I say off code, off white supremacy code, he felt like they shouldn't have been out there rallying for a black dude that got shot. And that's how so-called white supremacy feels. That's why they're trying to prop him up and make sure he gets a slap on the wrist or get off completely. Now, he did kill some people. He's going to get something, but it's not going to be the full ride. We already know that. Other than that, I ain't going to hold you. I just wanted to jump in here and give y'all this hot Kyle news. Go grab a shirt, man. I got some dope shirts. Hold on, I'm gonna show you the shirts real quick. Dope shirts, anti-black racism like the one I got on right now. We still got the pull-up season joints in full effect. And there's also, yeah, I mean, we know what the facts are. They using this case as a proxy for all young white male individuals that feel like they want to, you know what I'm saying, eradicate a few other white people who are off code and, you know, riding with the darkies. That's what this is. Like, we all seen what's happening. So just so y'all know, we don't have a dog in this fight. We just watch the proceedings and how it goes down. But I want y'all to pay close attention to all the maneuvers and all the shit they do to try to let this dude ride. Patreon was last night. It was dope, man. Y'all can go on there and watch that, man. The link is in the description. I want to see all y'all over there on Patreon. We kicking and chopping it up. You can call in and talk. We get to talk about shit we don't get to talk about over here. So what I'm saying is you probably want to be on that Patreon side of the game. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? Other than that, I ain't gonna hold you, but I am gonna mold you, fold you, and scold you about being on code now. That's what I'm gonna do. 4 words that I leave you with. Let me see. There they go. Look at that. 2 of me. We got love. We got peace. We got the blessings with the 2 hands, the Birdman hand rub. And then we got Maloha. And I'm gonna drop these commercials on y'all like on some B1. Peace.
Everybody know you getting money from that robbery before you went upstairs. I told you motherfucker I got your money yet, man. Fuck you, man. You ain't got the money yet. Fuck you think you is, man. Motherfucking Ron O'Neal or something. What you gonna do? You ain't supposed to be scared now because you got a pistol, motherfucker.
I got the PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, Chime.
Look, I don't play with this shit. You don't even know what I gave to this shit. Self-made with this shit. I slay with this shit. Been a lot of roads I done paved with this shit. Look, see, I don't play with this shit. You don't even know what I gave to this shit.
Kyrie with the give and go. I get it cheap for the low. More snow than the Eskimo big birdies. Taking flight, change your life in one night. By 2 a.m. if you do it right. Up late like nigga night. Small fish, big appetite. Get an extra 4 if you whip it right. Got good gas in his light bright. Got big balls in a good pipe. One calling in his night. Drake go.
He been hula hooping through loopholes, working round shit. You can count lava down, but you can't count them out, baby. Life give me lemons, I make lemon rain die. He been hula hooping through loopholes, working round shit. All of your misconceptions, you thought I would miss my blessings. Serious. All of your misconceptions, you thought I gotta go. Gotta hustle to get it. If you ain't talking business, little shawty, you trippin'. I gotta go. I really ain't got time. You can holler at me later, shawty, bang my line.
Hey, Ray Ray.
Hey Rihanna, hey girl, how you doing? I'm into you like Trump's in the Putin. I know that might sound a little confusing. I had to say it for my own amusement. What I'm trying to say is, can we go cruising? Top down, blow some good gas, and listen to Blueprint. Maybe do something stupid. I guess that depends on you.
Russian cream leaves Keith Oil premium bud. Man, I hustle in the street, but I'm a freak with the love.
Bring that ass over, tryna bring it back. I'm a big dog, tryna bring it back. I'ma slide in the way to bring it back. Let a nigga tap, tryna bring it back. Tryna bring it back.
wanna do is see you move it. All I wanna do is see you get down. All I wanna do is see you move it. All I wanna do is see you get down. All I wanna do is see you move it. All I wanna do is see you get down. All I wanna do is see you move it. All I wanna do is see you get down. 2 steps, 2 steps.
Music TV.